How are you liking the prohibition?
Oh, I'm not. I used to drink to get rid of my woman problems, if you know what I mean. But now that it's illegal, I can only buy it from Al Capone, which this isn't going on television, is it?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, I don't buy it. I don't drink. And I definitely do not know that there is a speakeasy under 431 Berry Street.
And, what kind of a beverage are you drinking right now?
I'm drinking vodka Coca-Cola without vodka mixed in it. It does not have vodka in it.
And are you enjoying your soda?
This is a very good soda because I put just a tiny bit of Jack Daniels. I mean, I said there was no vodka. I didn't say there wasn't any Jack Daniels. I mean, there's no Jack Daniels. Alcohol's illegal.
And, do you go to this speakeasy often?
Oh, I go there every night with my husband. Yeah, you can always see us Gatsby's at the speakeasy, especially the one on Berry Street.
Well, Miss Gatsby, are you afraid of the authorities catching you under such a horrific influence?
Oh no, I don't find it horrific at all. Anyways, last time I was there, I saw like 12 sheriffs, couple police officers. As it turns out, there is a difference between a sheriff and a police officer. And the judge, and even the mayor. The mayor was there.
Are you afraid of the gangster activity in the area?
Uh, no, not really. That is where I get my alcoholic beverages. And since it's not legal, I figure it would help make it um legal again, like end prohibition.
So you're in support of the gangster activity?
I'm not support how they kill people, but as long as my daughter and I are okay.
Uh, so you don't believe that the gangsters are dangerous?
Oh, I know they can be. Like that one, what was it, Valentine massacre? They killed people. One gang killed another gang. They believe it was Al Capone's helper that killed them.
So you're in support of what they do for you, but you're not in support of how they get their alcohol. Is this correct?
I don't know how they get the alcohol. I just know that I need my alcohol. They took my Jack. Al Capone brought it back. That is all I know, and that's all I am okay with is the fact that I still get my alcohol.
So why don't you stand up and show me your outfit and tell me why such outfits are in with the young people these days?
Oh, well, it's shorter, so I could dance the Charleston.
Oh yes, and how do you dance?
Like this.
And why is your haircut so short?
Because I think I'm a man. No, I'm just kidding. Because everyone's getting their hair cut short nowadays, silly.
Do you think that there's a reason behind the fashion?
So that it doesn't get in our face when we're dancing, of course.
And you're showing your ankles. Is this also part of the new trend?
Yes, ankles are very. You're able to show them nowadays. This is no longer what 1900s. You can now show your ankles. It's not wrong in any way.
Do you think that these new brave fashions have anything to do with the Women's Rights Acts?
Oh, definitely, definitely, because you know, I personally, being a woman, I believe we should be able to vote. But of course, some about male-dominated world or something. They all believe that women cannot vote, which is women. Our jobs are to have kids and take care of the house, but women can do so much more than that. We can do that, and we can do everything a man can do, plus in high heels.
And do you have a job, Miss Daisy Gatsby?
No, I have tried to get one, but my husband keeps telling me I cannot, so I don't.
And does this affect your relationship with your husband?
As long as he gets me drunk at the end of the night in the speakeasy, you know what I'm saying?
And do you two dance the Charleston together?
Oh, he is against the Charleston. He's really old-fashioned. He also doesn't like that I show my ankles.
Oh, so you and your husband have different viewpoints upon what a woman should and shouldn't do.
Exactly.
So, on a yearly average, how much does your husband make?
4,000.
$4,000.
Yes.
And, what is his profession?
He used to be an accountant. He still kind of is an accountant, but mostly it's the stock market. It's almost all the stock market.
And, do you believe that the stock market is reliable?
My husband believes truly that the stock market's reliable. He believes it cannot crash. I believe you never know. Maybe that's just my woman mind thinking. You never know. Something could happen. The stock market can crash. There might be a bank run. We might lose our money. But he doesn't believe that. So as long as he's for it, I'm for it.
And so you would recommend against the stock market?
I don't recommend against it. If you know it's a reliable stock that will last and you will not lose money from it, go for it. Go ahead. Put your money in there and get money back. But if it's not, like my husband's, a good stock, don't go for it. You'll never know.
So, what does your husband have stock in?
Carriages. He does not believe cars will make it. So he is in carriages saying, oh, well, we're going to have to go back to riding with horses. But I don't believe that because, the automobile is doing so well.
And, do you have an automobile, Miss Gatsby?
I do have an automobile. My husband does not approve of using it because it's not a carriage. But I do have one.
And, what kind of an automobile do you have?
I actually have a Model T.
A Model T. That's very popular nowadays.
I liked how they taught us, everyone in the family, how to drive. They even taught my daughter how to drive. She's 8. They taught her how to drive before they sold us the. We got it at a reasonable price too. It wasn't too expensive like the other cars were.
Now, do you believe that the assembly line has something to do with the cost of the car?
I do believe the assembly line has to do with the cost of the car. I mean, if there's a lot of people working to put the car together and they could produce more, then they can sell it for cheaper, therefore more ordinary people can buy an automobile.
All right, well, I'd like to thank you for your time, Mrs. Gatsby.
Thank you.
Yes, you have a wonderful day now.
You too.
I gotta sing the doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
So, Mr. Charles, how are you liking the prohibition so far?
I'm not. As you can see, we are currently in a very fine restaurant. Very, very fancy.
That pregnant woman over there is smoking.
I smoked when I was pregnant.
Are we in a speakeasy at the moment, Mr. Charles?
Yes. Yes, we are. I mean, no. A speakeasy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And, are you currently drinking alcohol? You can't text, you're in the 50s.
I'm not taking I'm turning your phone off.
You don't have a phone. You're in the 50s.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
It's not the 50s.
So, or the. Anyway. So.
Would you please stop singing?